And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready? Back. What is that?
Mark's 56. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Sonic.
Pull together. Check.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
On second and a couple. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Chance.
Barber on first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
That's it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, stop.
On second down, Barber. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check 52. Sonic.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Brees finding Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Wait.
Running with Barber out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
We go 21. Kill. Under 10. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Tonight.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
5 on the 50. Check that. 61. Match box. Right. Kill.
Take 4, take 4.
Play action now. Winston. Buying time to his left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Black 22.
Check 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Come on. Sunday. Check. 81. Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Winston over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
Joker.
Green, come and say. Check. Even.
From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Yeah, baby.
Saints, nothing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Check 24.
Here we go.
Check 25.
Back. Hey, kill.
Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Breeze going to throw. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
Ready. Y'all waiting?
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Mike, 45. Now watch one. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Easy, opposite.
Slam.
On second down, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check.
Hey, check 24.
22 jet bomber.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Gen's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You got it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the 38, Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
He's not going to get me.
Shotgun now for Brees. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Winston gives to Barber. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the Saints' 35-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56.
Wait.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Winston running the option left here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's coming, double up.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
36. Check.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Breeze here finding Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Check 50. Safe.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
56. Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Field defense. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check.
Winston now. He's got Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Check hot route. Hot.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
No. Wait. Easy. Hey. Let him go.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Sack 25 behind.
Right there. 56. I'm here all day. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Let him go.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Marcus Williams on coverage.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, thump. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready.
The Saints
95,
offense
56,
on the
95,
field ready to
56.
get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Bang.
On first down, Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Kill, 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 kill.
Kill, 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 kill.
Turn it up.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Here it comes.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Ready, yellow lady.
Mike 58, right there.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Come, come. Over.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ready.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Easy, opposite, opposite, opposite. Sammy, Sammy.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You think you gonna get this? Switch, switch, switch.
Now Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
45. I'm gonna run you.
Kill, kill.
Run you over. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill, kill, kill.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ready, back.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. They'll start on the ground with Barber. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Check. 5-0.
Watch the safety creep. Check 43.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. But it's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two. To throw is Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A gain of 32 that time. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run with Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Showing it. Showing it.
Out. Over.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there,
From the gun, here's Barber. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Shit. Let me go.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check 56.
Ain't no such thing.
Flip it. Switch. Let's go.
Here's Barber. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm going back to you. Check it out.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
5-9.
On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Hey, kill.
Hey, watch it.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Ready, yellow lady.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's going to be
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Ready, yellow lady.
Mike 54.
All day, baby, all day.
Kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
There you go.
Flip it. 56. Check 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here we go.
Wait,
On third down, here comes Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Ready?
The Saints on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
A loss of 11 yards. 3 and out.
They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.